Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Okay, hello everyone. Again, I'm using a friend of mine's mic. I'm not using my own mic. Because again, mine's still broke. And I haven't better doing. But we're doing Arataki Itto's quest today. I don't know if some of you may think like this, but if you are wondering why I'm playing like a bunch of Genshin, kind of like a little bit back to back, it'd be because you know it's 2.7 and the new quest has come out and I need to complete these quests before I do them. And the thing is, I always plan to stream Balls and Itto's quest, and I figure, and something now that but I've always put them off basically. I don't know why, but I've always done that. But now that I have to do them, I'm like, okay, now I have to stream them. So here they are. As before, when I do Balls quest, I'm gonna mute myself so it doesn't echo the dialogue. Oh wait, talking to Caster. What am I doing? And I'll try to give in my input and my reactions are here and there. Itto, I wouldn't call him my favorite boy character in the game. Probably my second, because I got Diluc a long time ago. And he's been, like, always on my team. So I definitely say Itto is my second favorite guy character. Him and Diluc. Well, I want to say him and Diluc are on the same level a bit. Just because I've had Diluc longer. I feel like it's fair. Anyways. Let's get into this.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Just another day on the job for us!
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Itto.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring this Oni in. No problemo! This does sound like a job for the Traveler. She'll be back with that Oni in no time!
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you. The last place Paimon wants to be is in a gang fight.
We are still investigating Arataki Itto's potential motives behind these incidents, as well as his current whereabouts. But please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Itto's circumstances than I am, who can provide you with useful information. Thank you. I will await your return. Ad Astra Avisask.
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Itto guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
My theory for this quest is that, because if you don't have Itto, or if you don't know his character, which is probably impossible, he's really goofy, he's really loud, and he's really fun. Like, even his animations are really fun, his swag, everything about him, even his moves, everything is just so cool. He's such a funny guy. He's really a guy you would love to get to know. Now, he may get annoying at sometimes, but he's extremely fun. And that plus, everyone hates his arms. They're so skinny. They lied to us. He was supposed to be big. But anyways, even from his little animation of brushing his hair to doing the sumo stance to talking about the beetles, you can tell he's a pretty much around harmless guy, but can definitely beat Quinn if he needs to. So taking that this quest is everyone's gonna kind of assume that since he's an Oni, he's an aggressive type of creature and they're very harmful. And I feel like when we actually meet Itto, we're going to be surprised that, oh my god, you're not how we pictured you to be mean and aggressive and hurtful. Excuse me. And then we're going to actually try to spread the word that Onis aren't all bad creatures. I feel like that's kind of what we're going for with this quest. Okay.
Arataki Itto? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control. You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Itto fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
Arataki Itto? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryou Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes. Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!" And so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Itto a scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of diabolical deeds?
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable. So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Before you proceed, I just want to say that I feel like that's one thing I really don't like about Genshin, is that we play, because our character doesn't talk like in most games. So Paimon is the voice that talks for us, and she's also like a gag, like a joke, because we all know Paimon's not that smart, and she's like loves food. She's like, I feel like the people who make Paimon, who created her, they know that she's a run-on gag, and they know that, you know, it's supposed to be funny that she's not that smart, you know? It's not annoying like Monster Hunter.
The situation has changed again.
But what I want to say is, I really don't like it that our characters assume, we hear something about someone and we automatically assume something about them. Like when it came to Eula, and we automatically assumed, oh, she's a bad person because she comes from the Lawrence clan. But then it takes us going through the whole story to realize, oh, she's not a bad person at all. That seems very judgmental. And I don't really like that about the characters, because Paimon talks for us. So it makes people assume that you think that way. Because Paimon is a very judgmental character. She judges basically everyone immediately as she hears about them or knows them. And sometimes it's in really nice ways, really cute ways, and sometimes it's in really harsh, brutal ways. But I feel, me personally, I don't like that they do that, because I feel like it's too, it feels like you feel very ignorant, you know, because it's like me as the player, I like Arataki already without even doing his quest. And that's because I've gotten familiar with the character, his abilities, his swag, his voice lines, everything. And I'm like, he's not a bad guy, you know? And now it takes this quest, because we're like, oh my god, he's an Oni. He must be a really messed up person. Oh, a messed up Oni. And now, I know how this is going to play out. We're going to meet Arataki Itto. We're going to help him. Because I feel like he didn't do it. Because that's just, you know, if you know Itto, that's not his character. It's like, we're going to help him be unframed, because I feel like he's framed. And then we're going to actually, well, Paimon's perspective, they're going to find out that he's not a bad guy. And they're gonna like eliminate the judgment they had before, and it's like, you know what, you're pretty cool. And I just feel like it shouldn't take a whole quest for the characters to think like that, because I feel like that's how most quests go. If you haven't already met the character, then they start off judging the character by what they've heard from people, and then when they keep that judgment, and when they finally meet the character and get to know the character in that quest, they change their judgment. And that's not cool for me. I really don't like that when it comes to these type of quests, because it's like, I'm not really thinking like that. Like, I thought, when I first saw Eula, and she came from a disgraced clan, I was like, Eula does not seem like that bad of a girl. She seems pretty, like, elegant, but especially with a great sword. Like, I wasn't a big fan of Eula. I didn't wish for Eula. I didn't want Eula, but I did like her character, and I didn't like how we started off, like, being also the people that sounded just like the people that hated her in her clan. And that's how we sounded starting off, until we finally met her, and we figured out what she means by vengeance will be mine. She doesn't actually mean that, but that's just her way of showing either gratitude or like expressing that, oh, I'm gonna thank you back, you know, I'm gonna thank you for doing this, you know. Or she may actually mean, you're not gonna get away with this, you know. Okay, enough talking. I just want to explain that I don't like that our characters are very judgmental before we meet the character, and then we end the class by, oh, they're not bad. I don't want y'all to think that. I do not think how Paimon thinks in our so-called character. I love Itto already. Okay, let's get back into this.
Arataki Itto. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Itto hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him. At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start. Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree. At the time, Arataki Itto put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end we had to enlist the help of Kujo-Sara to finally secure his vision. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
Again, see, this is the type of decision where it's like, I'm not thinking like this. As a player, I am not thinking like this. Like, that's very judgmental. Like, I get it that the Tenryou Commission have the evidence on the person, but sometimes cops arrest the wrong people. We all know this. Sometimes there's mistakes, and this could be a very fat mistake that I feel like we're gonna help like erase. And these two options are not something I really want to say, because it's like, then it makes it seem like I'm agreeing with the Tenryou Commission. You know what I mean? I feel like there should always be a third option. There should be a nah, and there should be a yeah, and there should be a maybe. There should be those three options, but these two options are obviously the same. It's like I'm gonna get the same response either or. But this is just not how I think about this in this situation. But this is what I mean by we are a very judgmental character. But it's fine for now, because we're gonna find out he's a good guy, and it's gonna all end well. So I guess. But you would kind of think, after all these quests, after all the histories of doing quests like Euless, or I can't think of any quests where you just now meet them. Like, you haven't met them early on in the story, but you just now meet them. Like right now, this is one of those quests where you just now meet them. I can't think of all those quests where you just now meet them and you get to know them. They're not a bad guy. You think your character would learn from those experiences and be like, you know what, this character is actually not going to be that bad. And we know this because they always come off like this. You think they'd learn, but I feel like this is what kills those type of quests for me. Because it's like, I have to go through the whole I'm very judgmental character over this super cool character, or this super nice character, or this wada, just to find out that they're not that bad. And that gets very boring and bland and very angry, you know. That just makes you feel like you get really tired of like having your character think like that. But I'm gonna shut up so we can proceed with the quest.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Itto, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Paimon remembers...
Oh shit, I think I have to do something else. Because I've had this type of problem before. Omni... Okay, what? Whose is that? Okay, so this one. I have to go talk to her about this first, and then I think I can proceed the Itto one. As a very procrastinator Genshin player, I put a lot of things off because my stupid decision making. I didn't know that this would happen, but as you can see, I've unlocked a lot of quests, but I haven't done them. Like, I've unlocked Zhongli's, Child's, Zhao's, Hutao's, and Itto's. And because I do that, all these quests deal with different things, like especially in Leeway, and I need to handle that character before I can actually proceed my quest. Like, there's even some parts where I've had to complete. I unlocked the Ganyu's. I had to complete Ganyu's quest before I could do, I forgot what it was. I think it was some type of story quest. But I end up in many of these cases before where I have to do this because of this. But it gets really annoying, but I can't blame no one but myself because I keep doing this. But anyways, I'll talk to her about this. I'm not gonna really read this because I don't really care about this quest. I don't think I'm even going to finish it, but... Okay, now that I talked to her, maybe I can continue on with those quests. No! Sango! Okay, it's just a side quest, so it probably shouldn't take that long. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. I'm sorry, I didn't know this was gonna happen. If I knew this quest was going to get in the way of Itto's, I would have done it before I even started Itto's.
Take it easy.
Again, I'm not gonna pay attention to this because it's just this is really how I am when I play Genshin. This is why I also don't stream a lot of Genshin, because I feel like the way I play the game would be very annoying. I just personally don't really like these type of side quests. Okay, now we can go back and do Itto's. But that's also why I don't stream a lot of Genshin, because it's like the way I skip through shit and I really don't read a lot, because you should have saw me during the Kokomi quest. If Kokomi, damn it, I keep calling her that. If any of you are like diehard Kokomi fans, you would have raged by like, I was skipping every dialogue. I didn't listen to it because I wanted to get to Itto's, and you have to do Kokomi's. Sorry, I called her Kokomi as a nickname for a long time. Now I can't even say her real fucking name. I skipped through Kokomi's entire fucking quest basically, and I didn't even listen to it. But I knew exactly what it was like, because it was just talking and talking and talking, and it's an extremely boring quest in my opinion. And you don't really, and by the time you get to your cutscene is literally just Kokomi sitting down and Kujo just staring at her soldiers. That's literally her cutscene for her quest, and her trial is not even that fun. Very boring. So I did not enjoy that quest at all, and I don't even like Kokomi as a character. I don't like Kokomi. I don't dislike Kokomi. I didn't wish for her. I just think she's really trash. But yeah, so I just get through her whole thing, and that's why you see I have literally not this. I've literally so many fucking quests that I need to do. It would probably drive you all crazy just seeing that I have so many fucking quests. And someday, I'll probably... This through the mist shit, I've already done this 3 times. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's like it's some type of fucking glitch or something. But I've done that through the mist quest 3 times. I forgot what island you open up. But there's an island you open up, and I've done it 3 times, and it's gonna drive me batty if I keep seeing it. I think you... Wait, it's where the wolf is. You open up that place. Because I remember I needed to open up. And I've done that quest 3 times, and I don't know why it hasn't registered that I've done it. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that shit again. But anyways, back to the Itto quest. Hopefully there's no more interruptions. Okay.
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Itto.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryou Commission. But first, do you have enough Mora to cover the fee? I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking about here?
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora, up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Itto is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Whoa! That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission. All you'll need to pay is the small commission fee. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Itto. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale. A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
Huh? That's it? What about the little blue Oni? Whatever happened to him?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
But the blue Oni was just an innocent little kid.
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Itto is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Itto has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the blue Oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal.
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss? According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Itto chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait, Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Itto has given in to his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Itto is allergic to beans. In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Itto. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
It's fine. He's the bad guy, remember?
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky! But also, thanks! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Itto!
See, bro, that's that shit. That's the shit I be talking about. That we're so fucking judgmental. Like, let's use the motherfucker's allergies. Like, you could kill a motherfucker using beans. But because he's so claimed the bad guy, I do have a fucking quest in my way. Please doesn't matter. But because he's so claimed the bad guy, in quotations, that it's okay to do that. Let's give this motherfucker an allergic reaction because he's the quote-unquote bad guy. I hate that shit. I did not like what Paimon just said. He's the bad guy. Like, that feels so fucking racist. Like, that feels so racist and judgmental. It's just like, no, like, that makes you no better than an ignorant person. Someone that can't see past someone's, like, that kind of, like, gives me, like, racial vibes, because it's like, what if you couldn't see past someone's color, or if you couldn't see past someone's religion, or maybe even their own, like, maybe their own family origins, because some people are, like, extremely, like, tribal or something of the sort. And it just gives me the same vibe. It's like, what if you can't see past that he's an Oni? That's just very racially judgmental. I don't like that shit at all. My dad call him a bad guy. You don't even know him.
Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight? There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy. Let's keep moving forward.
I just don't like that part of Paimon. Basically, Assassin, what I'm talking about is that's the reason why I kind of don't like doing these type of quests. The type of quest where you just now meet the character and you haven't met them before in the story, is because you know how our character doesn't have a voice in the story, but Paimon, wait, that just told me how to use that. But Paimon is basically our voice and all. Oh, we're catching animals? Little fuck. Okay. But, I was basically just saying how our character doesn't talk, but Paimon serves as our, like, voice. And Paimon herself is, like, very judgmental, like, over characters we just now meet. like when we were doing Eula's quest, and we were like, yeah, she's fucking evil. And we just like already believed that, like, nah, bro, she's evil as fuck. And we were just like the people that, oh shit, I have to do stuff. We were just like the people that hated Eula and her clan because they believed she was evil too. And now we're doing the same thing with Itto. We're like, oh, he's an Oni, he's fucking evil. And you know, our character can't talk. But as the player, you don't really think that. You're like, I don't think Itto's bad. That's just the kind of stuff I don't like when doing these type of quests. You're just like, very judgmental. And it feels low-key racist. Just a bit.
Is that Arataki Itto? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
I suck straight ass at this. Is that not like right by his feet? There we go. Fuck.
In snow!
Are you okay? What should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my, my allergies acting up. I've got it under control. It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment. Need a moment. Woo, that's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Oh, I get it. So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here? Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me, all by myself. Nobody else. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves. Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly she took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Itto! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on, you promised.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Itto a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Itto has.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Itto, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Itto bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh! It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? 'Cause I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
What should we do? There is the...
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle. Can't catch me.
I scared the hell out of myself. I was Itto, and I was like, where was he running? And I was like, oh shit, I'm Itto. See, like, see what the fuck I mean? Like, oh, I just fucking hate that. And it's like you can't, I hear what you're saying, but like you deny her sometimes, like you turn her down sometimes. But I feel like most of the times you can't deny Paimon's rude ass, judgmental behavior because she's your voice basically, and you can't really like, you know, can't really get rid of her because she literally talks for you, like she literally acts for you. That's the point of her being by you, and it's just so like hard to not do what she wants. Because like if this was a game where you could choose what you really could do, I would have just walked up to him. I would have said, yeah, fuck throwing the beans. Like, that's fucked up regardless. Like, regardless, I'm using an allergic reaction to you. Like, I feel like he didn't do it. I feel like what I think happened was, okay, if he really did it, then it's like, okay, damn. But I also feel like the blue Oni did it, and Itto's just taking the blame for him. I feel like that's also what could be happening. But I really don't like our judgmental shit, and it's like, we thought the same way about Child, even though Child's like, he's not completely evil, like Child's not an evil person, he just is very power hungry, and it's like, yeah, he has siblings, he has people that care for him. It's the same thing for Itto. It's like, you have to think of the bigger picture, that it's not just this guy that we're going after everyone that ever loves him. And it's just really fucked up that we have to play as a really shitty person. Like, yeah, you're a bad guy, bring your ass. Like, I don't like that. I don't think like that. I fucked my boy Itto. But anyways, I so far like the quest, so let's proceed.
Wait. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back. Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all you need to know.
But we're not the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. I'll make you a beetle expert in no time. And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. You have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
Okay, so he's not the sharpest horn on the Oni.
Okay, let me see. Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom Mora we're gonna find some Major League Oni Kabuto hiding out there.
I also want to say, I love how he was like, go ahead, show me to my face, what you gonna do, and like, it was like his beautiful eyes. It was fine as fuck, boy. definitely daddy material.
Just our luck. Well, hopefully that'll scare all the wimpy beetles away and leave the tough ones for us.
But this bitch paimon gonna be like, actually he was gonna break your ass. Like, that's backbone. Oh my god, I fucking love Itto. Like, some of his character is so good.
Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me that there's a king-size beetle just below. Beefy Beetle King, here we come!
And also, I feel like it's very harmless to like something like this. Like, it doesn't harm anyone to like beetle fighting. It's very cute. Like, that's...
Look, you see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto! Now that's what I'm talking about!
Things are about to get dicey.
I was testing these slimes. Her ult looks so beautiful. But like, it's very harmless and like fucking beetle fighting. Like, I wouldn't call him a fucking stupid just for liking the beetle fight. Like, that's a very harmless activity. It's very cute. Like, I don't like it. I just really don't like how we're perceived, but it's okay for now, because we get to hang with Itto.
Oh, no, not lavender melons. Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try some else.
Like, the fact that we're quote-unquote here to keep an eye on him, but he's literally showing us beetle fighting. He's like, hey, you want a beetle fight? Like, imagine that. That's, like, I don't even know. It's really cute for his character. Where? Oh, there it is.
One. See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Oni Kabuto. Yeah, it's on the smaller side, but size isn't everything in a beetle fight. Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes. Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent.
No, Itto, we do not know that fucking phrase. My character and Paimon do not know that phrase. So streams is gonna be me complaining how I hate how our characters judge other characters. That's basically it. Our characters do not know that phrase. But I'm gonna shut up because I love you.
Didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto was spawned to be a champion.
Right here! Look what Paimon found! If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one! What do you think, Itto? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter! It matches everything you said about a good fighter beetle! Bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Nope. This is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one. This time, I'm gonna win for sure. Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate, but it's no guarantee that things will go their way. So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up nicely, actually. It's, coincidence.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then. Might as well just...
Whoa. let's not do anything rash here, you know? I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
I fucking love him. I'm such a simp for the character. Because Itto isn't really dumb in my head. Like, he's not a, I forgot what they're called in, like, I think Japanese terms, where it's basically they're big, they know how to fight and they're hot, but they're stupid. I think they're called, like, I don't know if it's like an H or something. But he's not big, strong, and stupid to me. I don't see him as stupid. I see him as a little more childish and like not as mature, but I don't think that makes him stupid. And he showed off that he can be aggressive if he needs to be with the fair part. But I wouldn't call him stupid. That's what I like about him. He's not really stupid. He's just happy and excitable and like a little bit immature. But his immaturity is funny to me, so I wouldn't call him stupid.
Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry. I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, Stripey Ghost!
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja!
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy!
That's right! Finish it!
Oh, no! My little Nimble Ninja!
Ha! Looks like I win again!
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Stripey Ghost is invincible! Even Uncle Itto can't beat him.
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear! All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this losing streak of mine.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Whoa! That one looks ultra strong. But it's still no match for you, Stripey.
All right, little guy, use your Super Paimon Tornado!
No, I can't believe it. I lost.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost. I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit, too. Oh, right. Yeah, now that the beetle fighting's over and all.
Hmm?
This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh? For me? You're really giving it to me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's a good boy.
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing.
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Itto.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell you? They're my friends. In fact, they're in the gang. We're practically family.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Itto didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad guy.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? How should I explain? I'm a real lousy liar.
Itto, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say. Don't worry about us.
I guess. Thanks, Granny. Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll explain everything. I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. Any of it. I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. And the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long, long time ago with the story of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fairy tale, we've heard that one already.
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier.
So, is the story from the fairy tale really true?
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. It's a little thing called the cold, hard truth. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship with the humans. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really, you're all one family?
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to. Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two conditions.
Huh? What were they?
First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were also not to stand for mistreatment against themselves. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect from the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride. After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, they disappeared altogether. Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the Blue Oni clan had actually survived.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue Oni?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it. Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all Oni. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period. My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any evidence. That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him so he knows your story, right?
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else. There's more to this than just one blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this mess. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then I'm gonna fight you with all I've got. But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the blue Oni, I'll turn the both of us in.
Yep, paimon too! Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on you.
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit of truth and justice, man. Yeah, we are gonna get along just great. Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so, be ready for anything. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
Don't worry about us. We're seasoned adventurers.
All right, then our first job is to investigate where this blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
And now, my friends, we are finally at the element of now we finally trust and know the character.
Take it easy.
I called it. I knew a blue Oni was gonna be the real. After we heard that story, I'm gonna leave her there. I don't want to fight her. Leave me alone. Are they blind? She just said, "Where are you?" I think they're blind. Hopefully I helped Assassin go to sleep. He couldn't go to sleep, and so I was like, "Hey, but I'm streaming if you want to come watch some Genshin." Maybe he fell asleep. To the seat. Behind. Leave me alone. Tra-la-la. I honestly can't wait to see the blue Oni. I wonder if we'll ever be able to, like, if he looks like, you know, like any of the characters we have now instead of in the NPC. I hope we'll be able to wish for him. I definitely try to get him.
You must be Masato.
An Oni? Oh no, not another one!
Yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill. I contacted you before, remember? Need your help?
Oh, right. Sorry. For the incident. So anyway, here's what happened. I was just out transporting some goods when a group of Ronin suddenly attacked me. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me.
Huh? That's totally uncalled for!
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for and that my business is our only livelihood. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to finish me off. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go. Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate if they released me. But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were gonna come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe. I never want to set foot outside of here again!
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else could they have wanted with me? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's life. Or something like that.
Ugh, that idiot Oni. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But I think they're pretty active in the Tatarasuna area. You aren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it. There are too many of them and they're all heavily armed.
Ah, don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle with them. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach sooner or later.
I just want to say that I really love this quest so far. It's fun, it's engaging, it's showing off amazing parts of Itto, and it's not getting boring. Like, you know, because most of these quests are like talking to a lot of people, you just talk, but the talking is always, it's fun. Like, I've never had to say that, but it's fun talking and like hearing Itto talk, because he's not a character like Fischl that's completely annoying to listen to, or an extremely, if you don't know what a lot of words mean, because, you know, this is a game where they get very deep, where they talk with meaningful words and huge words. Like, if you couldn't understand what they mean by, like, Ball's speech when she's talking to you, or maybe even Kazua's poems, if you can't understand what they mean, then you're very confused and you're just like, wait, what? But I've never been confused by those type of things, because I know exactly what they mean, because I'm like, oh, that's fucking crazy, you know? But he doesn't talk like that at all. He talks very, like, smooth and just as wild and as free as he wishes, you know? It's not very, like, hard to understand him. Like, and it's refreshing to meet a character that is the closest to talking like talking like me, because as a, you know, I'm black. We talk like, hey, yo, what's up? Man, stop copping, you know? We'll use slang that people don't use, because that's just how we talk, you know? That's how our ancestors have even spoken, and, you know, most of us are raised probably in the hood. If not, then, you know, but some of us will speak like that. I have an off switch for mine when I'm hanging around with a lot of friends. I'll turn it back on, and when I'm streaming, most times I'll try to keep it down, but sometimes it's just, you know, it's just a habit. That's just how I talk. And he talks in that same type of slang, new gen type way, and it's refreshing, because it's like, okay, so there is some characters in this mystical, magical fairy tale world where they actually can talk in, you know, our generation slang, and my, I can't think of the word, my racial slang, because there's actually a name for our slang, but I don't know, I forgot the name of it, but I don't like even giving it a name anyways, so it's just cool, you know, it's a new change of pace. Oh, I didn't mean to scare the bird, but let's get back into this, because I love this quest.
They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up any time now.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared. Oh, here they come!
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go time. Let's get him! Let's roll! Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Let's fight first, talk later. Attaboy!
To the ferry.
Can't catch me.
Finally,
let's roll.
No.
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Itto, descendant of the Crimson Oni.
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of self-sacrifice. But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even care, do you? Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would find you. Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all those years ago? Huh? What's so funny?
Who are you to talk about pride and oaths with me? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Itto, what exactly do you contribute to human society? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni pride? Ha! You wouldn't know how if you tried. You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really hanging me out to dry here, man.
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you. But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society? We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no stable source of food, no clothing, no medicine, nothing. Besides the oath we swore to uphold in our so-called Oni pride, we had nothing.
So, that's why you joined a band of thieves?
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family and friends? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I want to live. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease their pain. That's what matters most to me.
Yeah, and besides, people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made.
You make a good point. But Arataki Itto's the one who needs to get that into his thick skull. The Blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions won't tarnish the reputation of the Crimson Oni. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust between humans and the Crimson Oni in the process. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryou Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni are the ones who must live on. Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
There they are! Seize them!
Oh no! It's the Tenryou Commission!
Forget it. This was a waste of time anyway. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look in the mirror sometime.
Hey! Hey! He got away! Uh-oh, we need to get out of here too!
We can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here, and we'll escape together when the time's right. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryou Commission, or they'll be after you too.
Who goes there? Get them! Come on, men! He won't get away this time! Just give yourself up, Arataki Itto!
Let's roll! Oh, coming through! Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of flattered the Tenryou Commission sent so many. But I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to lose my edge here. No way. All that would do is send them after our Blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him first, man to man.
Then what should we do? The Tenryou Commission's about to arrest you!
No choice but to keep kicking some Tenryou butt!
Hey, boss! Thought you'd have all the fun without us?
Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Now's your chance. Go! Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, there's no time!
Go! Do what you gotta do, boss!
All right, then. Watch yourselves. Soon as I'm done, I'm coming back for you. Come on, you two. Time to roll!
Don't let them get away! After them!
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around.
Run for it, boss!
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
It was real touching and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey, it takes Mora to run a gang, okay? They're all I've got for now.
Before I proceed, I want to say I'm a bit disappointed that he's just an NPC Oni. He's not like, you know, Itto. And I forgot what else I was also gonna say. But, oh, okay, now I remember. It was kind of funny how he was talking about we're the ones that did the sacrifice so y'all can live in human society. And then when we attempt to save him, he's like, we're a forgotten con, forget about us. You know, it's like, okay, what do you want? Do you want to be mad that you all sacrificed everything? Or do you want to be mad that we're trying to save what's left of the Blue Oni? But I'm really disappointed that he's not, and he doesn't look like Itto, you know, he's just an NPC with horns. A bit disappointed, but other than that, it's still really good. The story's really good. I mean, I don't have really much to say.
Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? At least we know we're headed the right way. Let's see what else we can find ahead. A wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
Busted.
They definitely don't want us going any further. Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead. Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here. Let's investigate. They couldn't have just disappeared into thin air. Yeah, unless they're all ninjas or something.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to meeting and Mike so further dialogue can play out.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Hidden entrance, yes! Alright, I think we just found their hideout. This is gonna be where they keep all the people they took.
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Huh? Fire away? Of course I did. Come on, I'm not that dumb. But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are actually gonna work. So I'm here to save him no matter what.
Huh? What were you two talking about? Are you keeping Paimon in the dark again?
Let's go.
all acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt. And all the more reason we gotta put an end to this.
Attaboy!
The fairy! Finally,
Let's roll!
The fairy!
Life goes on.
How come the stairs are over there? We can't go up if we can't reach them.
No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
Quietly now.
Attaboy!
Finally,
Oh, it's moving!
See? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
I didn't see that part on the ground. I didn't see that. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I was scratching my head. Isn't this where we just came? Do we need to pull the lever again? Is that what we need to do? I think so. I think, yeah. So now that we have the ladder.
Life goes on.
Holding on to them leverage. Alright, let's get him out of here.
Here comes the cat.
We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
Oh, my little Daisuke!
Oh, you must be Daisuke's parents!
Yes, that's right! Have you seen him? Where is he? Is he alright?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on the map. He's been worried about you. I bet he'll be relieved to see you.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you, thank you!
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure, really. It's just who I am. It's what I do. Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger have done the exact same thing?
Really? Just one little compliment and it goes straight to his head.
These vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything for money. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really do anything drastic?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head, has always shielded us so far. Oh, in fact, his horns look just like the ones this guy has.
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. I don't understand what he was trying to do. Are you a friend of his? Or perhaps a relative?
Relative, I guess.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but I'd say he comes across more like a confused child who made some poor choices.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and I'm here to point him in the right direction.
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky to have family like you.
Don't worry. He'll be in my trusty hands. I'll help him see the light. Anyway, you should scram. It's still not safe here.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family. We're indebted to you.
Huh. A child that made some poor choices. Anyway, let's get going. We still have time.
Take it easy.
Okay, I'm kind of fucking stupid. Maybe I wasn't supposed to pull this. Oh shit. Go back, go back, go back.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Like I've already been through here.
Take it easy.
But I know I'm gonna need to pull that up. No hardcore, okay. Okay, fuck. I really am not right. This changed which way? Am I missing something? Am I missing a ladder? If I was ka-ching, this wouldn't be fucking hard. I would just... Oh. So I would just teleport up there. Maybe there's something in there I need. Okay, I remember this. I remember this line.
Take it easy.
I think this just leads me right back to where I am. Okay, it does. How the fuck? These are the fucking cells in here? I just don't get the point of changing that. Okay. Is there something that we get that way? I'll try going this way for now. Because we might need to go that direction too.
Take it easy.
Oh, I need to go up to that first level I used. Where's that ladder? There it is. another level over there.
This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can. Perfect.
Time to oblivion!
Things are about to get saucy. Gotcha! Busted.
I missed.
Gotcha.
That's just think you want, don't you? So naive. This is my home turf. I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing too.
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
You better stay where you are and let me finish. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now a critical component of the mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is hit with explosives and ready to blow.
You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Fuck, I'm sorry. I forgot my mic was muted. I know it's probably echoing like a motherfucker. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, though, you're gonna be buried deep among the rubble. You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye. My paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Yes, that's it. But when did you...
I snatched it earlier, to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Why, you... And now you're going to betray me?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed our agreement, no?
Just give it here!
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening! Yeah! Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, oh, okay. Fine. Just calm down. What are you doing?
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself. Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out!
You won't go through with it. If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just get out of here! This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone! Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice themselves.
All right, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do? I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us Blue Oni. But you... If it wasn't for you, everything would have worked out perfectly!
They're here! We won't let them slip away this time!
Uh-oh! There's nowhere else to run!
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. I'm behind everything. Arataki Itto is innocent. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the criminal is here.
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale, sacrificing himself for the Crimson Oni!
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am! How are you ever gonna report back without capturing me?
Stop fooling around, Itto!
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't solve anything. Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni, and giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any longer. Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni pride. The Blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning. We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self-sacrifice stuff. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya! I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this.
Come on!
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
To save everyone! But what about Itto and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're alright. Look! It's Itto and Takuya!
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
Why? Why would you do this for me? I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood, brother. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon family in need. I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that just undo everything the Blue Oni have done?
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. Nothing they did was in vain. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by side. Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
You say all that, but in spite of everything, you're barely getting by.
That's just how I roll, man. You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru, well, he's colorblind. Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we don't care. You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
But...
don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking. Takia, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for forceful seizure of people and property. Please do not attempt to resist. All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your kin.
No, please don't! Without those goods, they'll...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry, I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they never suffer again.
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryou Commission officers.
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot about that. But no worries, I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Yeah, we've already arrested them too.
Oh, right, yeah,
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryou Commission.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation? Thanks. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it all up to ya.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too. But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case, we won't press charges this time.
Sorry for the trouble.
Hey, wait! Unique circumstances? Are these guys like a big deal or something? Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was gonna say, you know, like, I'm kind of a big deal myself, you know? Yeah, all right, see you next time. Whenever that'll be.
Well, he's pretty. Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
I think that kind of wraps. Well, we're not fully done, but we're very close. I feel like, I don't know. Because the thing is, throughout this whole quest, they haven't mentioned Shinobu once. Which, as we know, Shinobu is in the Arataki gang. And she's actually the one that gets Itto out of jail.
Yes, that does sound like my Itto.
So, did they take Uncle Itto away?
Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. We will have the chance to see him again.
He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact remains that he still helped us.
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Itto helped us, and he's awesome!
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Itto is a far cry from awesome. He still caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people. If you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids are playing with all the time. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent, but he'll never back down from a fight.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment. I can't wait for my next beetle fight with Uncle Itto.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Itto and his friends will be released as quickly as possible.
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryou Commission will certainly exercise sound judgment.
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
They ain't never coming back.
I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were looking quite dire, but now the future looks bright. Wonderful, wonderful. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old granny like myself can do, it's caring for others.
Do you need our help?
No. Go on ahead. I'm sure you have other adventures beckoning. Besides, once Itto is released, he'll be here to help me. Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him adorable. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I agree.
He does whatever he puts his mind to. He's sincere, brave, and determined. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. They started calling me Granny Oni. But I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, I'm quite proud of it. Because Itto is my pride and joy.
A long time ago, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the Blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the Crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the Blue Oni back home. The Crimson Oni didn't know where to find the Blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the Blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The Blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the Blue Oni had once done, the Crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Owl, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Owl. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The Blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the Blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The Crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
So the super cool part about that one is, I knew they were going to do that. I knew they were going to have another story to tell in that format, and I was like in my head, I was like, please do another one of those, because that was a really cool style they did, and I knew they were going to do it, so I'm sorry if I cut off the first part of that. But it was basically them zooming into the house as the light cut off. Oh, that was so cool. I like that it showed actually Itto at the end. Because I don't care how they draw it, that kid was definitely Itto. Like, there's no way around it. But did you notice that is Itto? Like, that little Oni was Itto because the blue Oni called him Aki. And I mean the blue Oni, not the blue Itto. Called the Crimson Oni Aki, which is Arataki Itto. It's like Aki, Taki, Ara, you know. You get what I mean. I feel like they might release an actual blue demon, a blue Oni. I feel like the Oni we were just now talking to, the NPC looking one, I'm sorry I'm bad with names. I don't feel like that is the actual Oni from the store because they never said that at all. You know? So I feel like there's a chance they could actually release the blue one. You know what I mean? And I'm just doing a quick fight. Oops, I didn't mean to quick ball. Damn! Shut it through his shit. But I'm sorry I also couldn't give a lot of commentary on yesterday. I had a lot of people around and it was kind of hard to like talk. But I really did love Ball's quest. It was super like emotional and it just felt like the whole time she was talking she just wanted to burst into tears. And it was super sad and I loved every part of it. Like, I love that she actually got into depth. I love that Mokoto was inside the Mashuishu. And now every time I use her ult, I will always think of Mokoto. Because that was hella sad, hella powerful. It's like that whole time she was in the sword. And I think this is Mokoto's hair tie, the one at the bottom, or it's the one on her head. It's one of those. She's wearing her sister's hair tie, and it was extremely sad because Ball has one of the saddest backstories in the main characters Genshin. I know there's a lot of NPCs that have some really sad backstories, but she definitely has one of the sad ones. And I love that because we heard about it from I actually forgot who told us. I forgot who told us that they're sisters. I think it might have been Yamiko. But after hearing about it, it was already sad. And then when we actually hear when we actually hear A talk about it for the first time, because A doesn't come out a lot, we feel like, I always felt like after that happened, she trapped herself in the euthymia, and she never came out, so it felt like she really needed to talk about it, you know, like, that was the first time in years she's ever expressed how sad it was to lose her sister and everyone else, and that felt real, you know, like, it was super sad, and it was just like, oh my god, that's just so... It was so emotional. I like how they separate it, because, you know, this is about the Red Shogun, this is about A. Wait, this is 3. Oh, good, I guess these count. This is A's troubles. But, yeah. That was just very cute and very real, because you can definitely tell the difference between them, because as you can listen to the Raiden Shogun.
On stormy days, the people of Inazuma chant Kuwabara, Kuwabara, believing that this will protect themselves from being struck by lightning. You need not worry about any storm summoned by my own hand. They will bring you no harm. Lightning storms that occur naturally, however, can be more unpredictable.
The difference between the voice lines. I wish you could play the other.
The account given in the book, Treasure Tales, is largely inaccurate.
It's very long. But I'm going to leave this here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And toodaloo.